Matt makes $11.50 per hour at his new job. We want to fill in this table to figure out how much he makes for each of these different amounts of time that he works. So we'll just start with the 1 hour. Since he makes $11.50 per hour, if he just works 1 hour, then we know he will make $11.50 in that hour. If he works 2 hours, he gets $11.50 for each of those hours. So we can write that as $11.50 plus $11.50, or 2 times $11.50. And that is 23. If he works 3 hours, then he gets $11.50 for each of those 3 hours. So we have $11.50 for the first hour, plus $11.50 for the second, plus $11.50 for the third. Because there's 3 $11.50s there, we could write this as 3 times $11.50. And that is $34.50. And hopefully we see our pattern here. With 2 hours worked, we had 2 times $11.50. For 3 hours worked, we had 3 times $11.50. So for 4 hours worked, that is going to be 4 times $11.50. And that is 46. And finally, for 5 hours worked, that's 5 times $11.50. And that is $57.50. Well, now, can you find a formula for the wages given, the hours worked, and the hourly rate? Okay, so if you're given these two things, the hours worked and the hourly rate, can we find the wages? Well, we know that what we've done here is we just multiplied how long he worked by the hourly rate. Okay, so there's our formula. We're going to have wages equals, and that's hours worked, and then times the hourly rate, $11.50 in that example, times the hourly rate. So here's a summary of what we just found. The total gross wages, which by definition, the gross wages is the amount before tax or other payroll deductions, okay? So there are things that are taken out of the paycheck, but before anything's taken out, then the gross wages is given by the formula. Total wages equals the hourly rate times the number of hours worked.